I forgot to bring it over. Here comes Miriam.
Yeah, I wasn't late. It was Chris's fault.
It's my fault.
Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also a co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto very easy.
Yeah.
We also have some electrolyte supplements, electrolyte, if I can pronounce it right,
Electrolyte.
that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for updates on all our Keto Chow happenings, like today, when we have a new flavor.
Yeah.
I can't remember the rest of the line. I
These
interrupted
live
myself.
streams
Help us stay accountable. Help us keep accountable.
stay on
And
track
stay
and
on
be
track.
accountable.
Help
Thanks so much
us
for joining us on our
be
keto
on
journey.
track and stay accountable. Thanks so much for joining us on our keto journey.
Anyway, Storm Chasing Gal, your caps lock is on. But
Butterscotch,
hear from
butterscotch.
the word of the day is butterscotch. That's right. Debbie's here, so is Gina. And Rhiannon says, hi, friends. Visual Keto is here, says, howdy, howdy. Got mine ordered, an extra maple waffle.
Yay.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, I got in the wrong thing. And you are also holding. So today we introduced butterscotch. Oh, hold it up again. There you go. Anyway, so it's on the website. It's a limited edition, but we have quite a lot of it.
We made a mistake and didn't put the Two Crazy Ketos logo on it by accident.
Yeah.
But it is their flavor. They
And in the
made it.
the packaging on the website, it's on there.
Yep.
But that's
in real
because we
life.
fixed it. Yeah, in
Not
real
in real
life,
life.
it's not actually there.
So can you draw one? I think
Yeah, I
we'll
think-
give a prize
yeah.
to a person who can draw the best Two Crazy Ketos logo on the package.
Like a gold star or a high five?
Yeah. Or like a package of Keto Chow. Challenge accepted. Who's going
Okay.
to draw it for me? Want to
right.
see it.
Well, Carrie's here. So is Exposing Darkness and Kendra Bell.
Hi.
Let's see. Becky says hi, y'all.
Hi, Becky. Hi,
Storm
Carrie.
Chasing Gal says sorry. It's on because my font is teeny.
Oh, you got to figure out how to fix it, huh?
Now, are you on a computer or are you on a phone?
Oh, yeah.
If you're on a computer, it might be that you held down the control key and then scrolled with your mouse.
Oh, that's weird.
Because what that does is it zooms in and out. If
Okay.
you hold down the control key and hit plus and minus on the keyboard as well, it'll do the same thing. But it also pops up in the upper corner with a how big you are at like 150% or 80% or 70%. Anyway, you want to show that off again? Butterscotch? It's right here.
I mean, yes.
Anyway, Nina says I ordered my butterscotch today and the Daily
Nina.
Minerals. Patty says I went into the Keto Chow storefront and picked some up.
Patty, yay! I wish I would have seen you and given you a hug.
Day and date. Patty's always getting the hookup. We actually had some people come by. Where were they from?
Tecton.
No, but what state were they from?
I didn't get that
Well, he gave you his contact information.
on a Post-it note. So it didn't have his address. It was his phone number.
Are they from Texas or something? Or I don't know. But we actually met them at the
But
Orlando.
his kids live here.
Yeah.
So, yes, we met him at the Orlando Summit. And they're an exogenous ketone ester that doesn't taste horrible. So
Yeah.
it only has 10 grams of esters, right? Was that what it was?
You know, I actually didn't. I
Remember?
personally didn't research it very much because I don't ever use
Also,
exogenous
I was
ketones.
researching the crap out of it. So that would make sense why you
But
didn't.
Miriam was on the lookout for stuff that our daughter, who does a ketogenic diet to help with anxiety and depression, and she's actually been really liking them.
Yeah.
How do you spell it again?
Tekton.
So we're talking about butterscotch and let's
And
Tecton
Tecton.
ketones. By the way, Control L will get you to the location bar in any web
Okay.
browser.
Yeah, that's it. So let's read about it. So exogenous ketone.
Yeah, blah blah blah. That guy's yelling. Why is he yelling?
Because he has all the energy in the world. Because he has ketones in his system.
Anyway,
It's 12 ounces.
contact.
3,
they at?
2, 1, contact.
It's the answer. It's the reason.
That is not a snake.
Everything happens. Contact. No, it's a rope with really weird lighting.
That's
catching
why I
the
thought
top.
it was a snake.
See her face? It's got red lighting on the side and
Maybe
blue lighting
that's
over
that's
there.
the Tecton right there. It's a rope.
Maybe. Anyway, I don't know where they're at, but we met them. They came to visit. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Let's see. Bob says my butterscotch has already shipped. Your team really hustles. They had their
They
A game
were
on today.
ready today.
Yes.
And people aren't sick for once.
Yep.
So that was good.
There was I didn't put it into the stuff we're going to talk about tonight, but there was a comment on the Facebook support group where someone was saying, hey, I ordered and I haven't gotten like a shipment confirmation or anything.
Oh.
And a bunch of people said, make sure you actually completed the order.
Oh yeah.
That's personally happened. Let me hit
I
my
have
thing.
done that
Personally
too,
happened to me where I
also.
thought I placed the
I swear
order
I ordered
and
that.
I didn't.
Because if you go back to the same page, then a lot of times it's still in your cart.
Yes.
Then you're like, oh crap.
And I've done the same thing with I thought I got us on the wait list for a restaurant.
Yes,
And then
that
I go
was
back
not
and I'm
helpful
like-
that day.
Like,
Because we're
oh,
like sitting in the car waiting, wondering why they're not calling us ever.
well, it was like instead of a 10-minute wait list and it's like, okay, let's go to the restaurant right now. It was, I'm sorry, there's a 45 to 50-minute wait.
Yeah. And that's why we got on the list when we did, so that we
Yes.
cannot have that
Except
problem.
I didn't actually. Yeah, so if you don't
wow.
get a shipping confirmation pretty soon, like next business day, it could be one of two things. Either you didn't actually check out, and in which case you usually get an email saying,
You'll have a confirmation email that you've checked out.
yeah,
right?
but I mean, you'll get a confirmation email saying checking out.
Yes.
But
it's the shipping one that takes a day sometimes.
But sometimes if you don't finish your checkout, you'll get an email saying, hey, your cart got abandoned.
You left this
want
in your
anyway.
cart. Did you forget?
Yeah,
I forget
or
all the
it might be that we're super busy or that there was a holiday or something.
And usually we'll
and so
tell
they're
you, like, if there was a holiday, or there was everyone was out sick or whatever it is. That was happened last time.
Milady Laugh a Lot says my order of Keto Chow Butterscotch is probably going to get here while we're at Keto Palooza.
Yes, I probably will.
Rice says I need to call customer service because I got my surprise box in October and I want my butterscotch to come with it. I was talking to Kay today.
Yeah.
I said, I'm like, hey, how's it going? And she said, it's actually going really well. We have a lot of people who are calling in because they placed another order for butterscotch and they want it combined with their subscription or whatever.
That's great. And
Yeah.
that's not hard to do. As long
No.
as we catch it before we ship it. That's
Yep.
not that hard. Yay!
Lori says, hi from Vancouver Island. So miss Switch Grocery when you release the new flavors.
Oh, I know.
Oh, Storm Chasing Gal is on the iPad and it's small.
I don't know iPads.
Can't help you out with
Just
an
get a
iPhone,
magnifying glass, I
iOS
guess.
device.
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately.
And the thing is, once you can't see it, then you can't see to fix it. That's what sucks so bad.
That's the worst when you
Just like
change
when-
language. It's like
or like
great.
when you accidentally like have the bar go under and you're like,
Yeah.
I can't find my bar again. Or go to the side, you're like, get out of where you're not supposed to be.
Did I say that Shari said good evening?
No,
And
hi,
Iowa
Shari.
Nice says I can't wait to try the butterscotch.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Patty apparently has already tried it and says butterscotch is so yummy.
Yummy.
Denise is here. Hey there,
Hey,
Denise.
Denise.
Exposing Darkness says I will be seeing many of you in a few days.
Yay.
So either you're coming to Keto Palooza, we're bringing a lot of butterscotch there, by the way, or
And
you're
hugs.
coming to Utah and you're going to go to the Gluten Free Expo,
That seems likely
which is also happening this weekend.
during Keto
But we're not
Palooza.
going to be there because we're going to be at Keto Palooza. I'm assuming, talking about Keto Palooza. Serena says, I'm just coming to say how great the Keto Chow staff is. I placed my order for Butterscotch Keto Chow and got notified it was shipped just 3 hours later.
So
Excited to receive it
awesome.
and to try the Two Crazy Ketos recipe.
I want to try that too.
Sylvia says, we'll need a pudding recipe. So, Two Crazy Ketos published a video today about making butterbeer using the Butterscotch Keto Chow. In that same video, they also quickly make a batch, while they're waiting for stuff to cool down, they make a batch of the pudding using butterscotch.
I
and
also
eggs.
we're going to, I think, make pudding at Keto Palooza.
Yeah, well,
right?
so the recipe we're going
to
to use,
egg pudding. It's
yeah,
just a simple cream pudding.
yeah, you mix 2 cups of cream, like just cream,
Heavy cream.
with a packet of Keto Chow, and you hit it with an immersion blender and until it turns into fancy whipped cream.
Yummy.
It's more like a fluff. It's really good though.
but it's delicious.
Lynette's here. Hi, Lynette.
Hi, Lynette.
We're gonna be hanging out with Lynette a lot.
Not camping. You almost said camping.
No, I was gonna say something else. Cynthia says the red can was delicious. Tasted like sweet wine.
Yeah.
Storm Chasing Gal says shop just posted an update on my Chow box. Nice.
Yay.
And Nina says I was shocked that they shipped my butterscotch today. They got gold stars.
Yay.
Bob is here. Hey there. And Chasing Gal says today was apple pie and salted caramel. Yummy,
Oh,
yummy
that
caramel
sounds
apple.
good.
For some reason, that just reminded me of Lindsay Murphy posted a video about the butterscotch today. Her kids were doing weird stuff. Her husband was doing something. She's like, I'm going to make it a 3 Keto Chow meal day.
Yeah.
And so she
I
had
saw
just
part of
Keto
that,
Chow.
But not.
Actually, she had a 4th one as a snack. Well, half of a 4th one.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, Storm Chasing Gal says 2 lives in 1 day. That's right. Serena says, very good. Thank you. Hope your day has been as awesome as you are. Okay, talking to Lynette.
She is awesome.
Iowa says, have you ever tried a cherry flavor? Yes.
It tastes like cough drops.
It tastes like cough drops.
So sorry.
Now, what people have successfully done is used a cherry sugar-free syrup and added that to like the vanilla or the cookies and cream.
Yeah.
And that actually works really well. But, yeah, one of the issues that we run into with cherry is if we add something to make it tart, it curdles the protein and you get chunky protein. So that's no fun.
So
Nobody
that's
wants
hard.
that.
That's a hard one.
Becky says butterscotch Keto Chow is limited, but for how long? It's not limited by length or
limited
duration.
until it's gone,
Yeah.
and we'll see how long that takes.
Now, fun fact.
Do 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 do
Okay.
do do. Isn't that so pretty?
So pretty.
That's the Goomba.
That is the Goomba. So on the butterscotch page, there's this availability thing.
Yes.
Want to see something fun? If you go to
To your password
inspect,
manager. Why are you teaching them this?
and you look, variant 0 has a width of 74 point something percent.
That's not helpful.
That's how much of the butterscotch is left, 74%. But of course, it's banana for scale. You have no idea, what the 74% represents. But
that's still quite a chunk.
it is quite a chunk. That means 1/4 of them sold today, which there were a lot of them. I still seem to recall that we had more of the butterscotch than we did of eggnog singles.
Yes, but that still doesn't tell anyone
banana
anything.
for scale. Yeah.
Just tells them they need to go order eggnog.
So, yeah, butterscotch is a limited edition flavor in that it's just in the singles. It's newly introduced. We will have it until it sells out.
And then we'll decide if we're going to keep carrying it.
And then we'll decide if we're going to keep carrying it, yeah.
But it's delicious, so
It is.
You'll tell me what you think.
And it's funny, we
When the
thought
time
we had
comes.
ordered like half as many as we actually did, and we were having a inventory meeting, and Holly was like,
this one?
actually, it's twice that. We're like, oh, okay, it might last several months then.
Or 2 days.
True. Patty Smith points out that there's a Keto Chow meetup soon next
Yes,
weekend.
are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming?
Lynn is here, and Lynn is excited for the Keto Chow meetup. Anna says they ordered
I
a
am
big bag of
excited, too.
eggnog and some butterscotch. Now here's the thing, eggnog we have the large bags, not just the singles. Anyway, Anna says I'm highly impressed with your warehouse staff and how agile they are.
Yes.
You rock
you
your
rock.
associates.
Yes, they
Nice.
do. Keto Chow rocks.
Rita says, good evening. I'm sad about the new product because I just made a big order and I won't be able to do another anytime soon.
Yeah.
I think, depending on if you can order in the next like month or two, we're probably still going to have it.
Yeah. Probably.
Meg says, good evening, friends.
Meg.
Let's see. Milady Laugh a Lot says, Miriam, I'm welcoming hugs from Rachel. Are you a hugger as well?
I am a hugger.
It'll be a hug fest.
Yay.
Mike says the butterscotch looks like it's maybe 20% sold out, or am I reading that wrong? Yeah, 25. Storm Chasing Gal wants to know if we have snow. So at the top of
the
our
mountains we do.
We got some. Like
During the
peaks.
rainstorm the last couple of days.
Uh-huh.
We got some rain. We don't have snow yet. But it got a little bit cold for a minute.
Yeah.
Sam got in the car to go to soccer practice as it was raining outside, and I said, "You should get a jacket. It's like
Maybe
50
get a
degrees out here." And he's like, "Okay." Then he got a giant coat that was too big. He's like, "It was either this or I'd have to keep looking." Well, yeah. You have to keep looking if you want to find something. What?
Yep. Iowa Nice says, okay, bummer about cherry flavor. I'll try some cherry syrup. There you go.
Yes.
Mike says cherry syrup and key lime. Yeah, that would totally work. What's that
Yeah.
called? A lime Ricky? I think that's called a lime Ricky. Rita says, very happy about butterscotch. Let's see. Rhiannon's coming to the meetup. Nice.
Yes.
And Mike is also planning on coming to the meetup.
And did we say who's at the meetup? Dr. Barry and Neisha and
Nurse Cindy.
Nurse Cindy.
Yeah.
We're going to be there. Oh, Gina, sending me an arrow.
Queen Bee had the first
you.
creamy maple waffle, so yummy. I ordered me some butterscotch.
Yay.
I actually have a creamy that's been at the office waiting to be eaten for the last 2 days, but I keep not eating it for breakfast because stuff keeps on coming up.
You're just fasting, I guess.
Geri says we're getting a cold front soon here in Texas. Then I'll be in the 80s.
Oh, wow.
Meg says I got a reminder that tires are expensive and take longer to get put on than estimate.
I am sorry.
Yeah.
That stinks. Yeah. That always hurts. Like, tires are like, if it was just one tire, it wouldn't be too bad, but it's always 4 tires at once.
Mike says, sir, if you're still 25% in one day, that means you'll sell 100% in 4 days? No, it means that there's a massive amount of sales the first day, and then it tapers off. Actually, there's usually a first day bump, and then it drops down to hardly anything for about a
Until
week.
people try it, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. Let's do it again.
Because the people who would buy it first day, buy it the first day, and then everybody else waits until more people get it, and then you have a bunch of people reordering it. That's how they usually go.
Do you care if I get my dinner out of my teeth?
Oh, go for it. Dennis says, greetings, Chris and Miriam, along with
Hi,
the entire Keto
Dennis.
Chow family.
I thought you were in
present.
the office today, but then I realized it wasn't your voice I was hearing.
Oh, yes, Stina's here.
Hi, Stina.
Mike's a bit over some
I've been
butterscotch
thinking
for
about
me.
you a lot lately, Stina. I saw your business card
Okay,
today, too.
Patty's coming to the meetup. Yes. Nice. Cynthia says, I ordered 3 butterscotch and it's already shipped. Can't wait. Love the concept of butter
Yes.
and sweetness.
You
I'm
said
wanting
Cynthia? Did you mean Crystal?
Crystal, yes, sorry. I'm looking forward to trying Joe and Rachel's Butterbeer recipe because we've never had the Butterbeer at
I
Universal
have
Studios.
never had it. But can we get dressed up and have a Harry Potter party at the same time?
You can dress up in whatever you want.
Will you dress up too?
I don't have anything to dress up as
Can
Harry
I
Potter.
make it happen? We could make it out of cardboard.
Right.
Max would help. It could be a family activity.
Let's see. Barb says, any chance you'll bring back birthday cake? I'm hoarding the few packs I have.
I know.
So we haven't. We have
haven't
no
assessed that one yet.
announcements to make on the availability of
Sorry.
birthday cake in the future. So if and when it's available, we will let you know. But we never announce stuff ahead of time because there are so many variables beyond our control. If we were bringing back flavor X, it takes months and months to get it back. For instance, the butterscotch. Joe's been working on the flavor for this for like 2 years.
A long time.
And we got the final flavor of it probably in February.
Or
And
before
it's
that.
taken this long for
It
us
takes
to
a long
get
time.
it. So,
Takes a long time.
yeah.
Sorry, no word.
Yep.
No word.
So, first off, hey, there's a new flavor,
Hey.
butterscotch. There's a link to it down below.
Oh, it's too fast.
Okay, really good question from Betsy
Okay.
in the Keto Chow Facebook support group.
See.
I've been using butter lately and have an issue every now and again and looking for guidance. I make sure the butter is fully melted by the hot water and shake like crazy, but sometimes it gets chunky. How can I make sure it doesn't get chunky? Hotter water? I'm currently using 165 degree.
Oh,
Or
okay.
other thoughts.
So here's my thoughts. It's too hot. Too hot of water.
That would
Is
be
that
my
what you
number
think
one.
too?
So when I mix up Keto Chow with butter, my water is at most 105 degrees, but I like to do it between 101 and 103.
Yes, because it's
Fahrenheit.
a thermometer and he's been playing with it.
I
to
actually
make sure he
do
gets
because
it
I've been
right.
like, I wonder which temperature is best. And so I've been checking it and then looking at the results. Because too hot and it seems to cause it
Like separation?
yeah, well, it's just density separation.
Yeah.
And too cold, and you tend to get a layer of butter at the top, which isn't too bad. Now, next thing I'm thinking of could be a problem is shaking it up like crazy.
Oh, you're over.
If you're no, if you're using butter, I recommend using a blender of some sort, whether it's an immersion blender or something, or just a blender. You're going to get better results. It's going to be able to emulsify fully. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Whereas if you're just shaking it up, it may or may not successfully do that. Next thing is, what do you do if it does get chunky, Mary?
Melt it, dump it into a mug, and put it in the microwave.
Easy as that.
Shake it again.
It's a easy fix.
Yep.
And then you can have it hot. That's one of the things that Lindsay Murphy
This one
did
will
today.
be good hot.
She says that she likes to do it as a steamer, and she has the same company that makes instant pots makes this instant. I don't know. It's this little pouring thing that has a whisk in the bottom, and you stick it on this thing, and it heats it up.
Oh, is that like
Anyway.
our teapot?
It's kind of like the teapot, but it's meant to kind of make foamy milk for
Okay.
a latte or something
That's
like
cool.
that. Anyway, but she does it hot. That would totally if you have
That would
chunky
totally be
keto
awesome.
chow, heat it up, enjoy it hot, especially chocolate or butterscotch. Or
I have that all winter long. It's just chocolate.
I didn't like
breakfast.
strawberry hot, but that's the only flavor I've ever had that I
I
didn't
think I
like
liked
hot.
it hot.
Jenna says, have you tried butterscotch as ice cream? Yes. Since Two Crazy Ketos mentioned it's a stronger flavor, I'm hoping it'll make a tasty ice cream, which tends to be a bit dull without effort.
Yeah, that's true. The ice cream definitely mutes the flavor. So
Yeah, colder temperatures mute the flavor. Heavy cream mutes the flavor as well. So my recommendation, if you're going to make ice cream, is to use butter as the fat source. But you can totally use heavy cream. But yeah, it works really well as ice cream,
yep,
especially if you go and get some of the Lily's,
butterscotch.
either
chips.
butterscotch or have some peanut butter chips.
Yes,
Or do what Neely did. Did you
Yeah.
see what she did?
and put bacon in there.
Yeah,
that was
bacon,
good.
chunks of bacon.
Bacon is good. And honestly, I am doing 10 total carbs still, and so I'm not
Okay.
going to use the Lily's chips because they have too many carbs.
Yeah, because
in
they have
them.
like erythritol and
Because
stuff.
it's net carbs, right? But I'm sticking to what I want to do, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that, and I'm using the little keto bricks. I'm melting them down into little pieces, and then I can put those in, and they're not as many
Nice.
carbs. I still have
Okay.
to write it in Chronometer, but I like that.
Speaking of Chronometer, the butterscotch is currently not in Chronometer,
Oh, but it will be.
but it will be.
Chris talked to him today, and
Yeah.
they'll get it done. I'll get her done.
Yeah, until then, you can, aforementioned, you could use the entry for birthday cake. Keto Chow.
Or pecan sticky bun.
You could. Crystal Harris says, I've spent more in Dollar Tree with all the regret. I'm getting some Keto Chow. There you go. Denise says, I had to spend $815 today to fix our van.
No. Oh, I'm
Timing sucks.
sorry.
Navigating alone sucks too. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That
It's
that
rough.
does suck. I'm sorry.
Especially when the other person has been taking care of
Everything.
this
Everything.
particular part of the
Yeah.
life together.
Yes.
And now it's all on you. It's
Yeah,
rough.
That just weighs you down. I'm
Yeah,
so
I'm sorry about that. Patty says Keto Chow is my destiny.
Destiny.
Crystal says use an immersion blender in a blender bottle, warm water. Yeah, but take out
Yeah,
the,
but take the ball out.
ball. Yeah.
Or you might catch it.
Crystal says melt the butter first.
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed on
Yes.
Lindsay's. I watched a lot of videos
Yes.
by different content creators about the butterscotch keto chow today, and Lindsay was doing a time lapse of her washing up her stuff, and at one point she totally dropped the ball in the sink. And my comment was, "Don't act like you didn't drop the ball in the sink. We all saw it."
That's funny.
Okay, Mike says, Chris and Miriam, what are each of your most favorite discontinued flavors or discounted? I'm assuming you meant discontinued.
Yes, because we don't have any discounted flavors.
Red licorice.
Black licorice.
For me, the red licorice was funny. It was mostly, we did it as a gag, as kind of a joke.
Just because we could do whatever we want,
And
right?
it tasted like drinking
vines.
milk through a red vine.
Except for the milk
Not
part.
a Twizzler, but a
Red
red vine.
vines.
But it didn't sell very well. We didn't.
It sold better than black licorice, which is
That's
what I
true.
wanted. That's
Well,
what I
the funny
wanted.
thing
I
was,
liked it.
so we got a very limited amount of both of those. Again, it was mostly done as a gag, and it took a long, long time to sell them. I think we got as many of each of those as we did of the birthday cake, and the birthday cake sold out in like 2 weeks, and those sold out in like 7 months.
Yeah.
So, not going to bring those
So
back
we discontinued
anytime soon.
those.
Yeah, he said discontinued. There you go. Dennis says, I've noticed that other fats combined with butter will help keep the temperature steady.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Thanks.
Crystal says, ooh. And it says a frother.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it probably
froth.
is a frother. Yeah. But it's like, it's this, it looks like a little pitcher. It's kind of interesting. Purple of Anana says, butterscotch warm is good. I've had a bit today when it didn't all fit in my creamy container. There you go.
Oh, that's a problem.
Iowa Nice loves the gingerbread hot. Oh, and Neely says, I had hot pecan sticky bun today.
Yes.
And it was fire.
I love pecan sticky
My
bun.
favorite part of that entire video, of Neely's
Neely's
video, was when she was like, okay, so I'm getting ready to take the photo
Yeah.
of all of this. And I'm like, it needs something. So she's like, I'm going to throw some bacon on here. And here, was it Renee in the background,
Oh, yeah, I
her
was
daughter?
like, that looks
She's like,
disgusting.
you're putting bacon on there? That's gross.
That was so cute.
Neely's like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
Yeah.
Well, the salty and the
sweet.
butterscotchy. And yeah.
So we have a friend whose handle is the Keto Dealer, and she made a butterscotch topping that I totally want to make.
Oh, okay.
You make the pie, and then we'll put the
You make
butterscotch
the pie.
topping on it, and then we'll eat it. Oh, also we'll have butterbeers at the same time.
Okay.
And we'll wear Harry Potter costumes. I'll be Hermione because my hair is curly.
Okay.
You cannot be Hermione because your hair is not curly.
Okay. But I have to be Ron, though,
Okay,
because I couldn't be Harry because we're married.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, Crystal says, yes, please take out the ball. Rand says red licorice was one of the best. The only gluten-free licorice I can have.
I know, right?
Janice says, I can't wait to get butterscotch.
Yay,
Nani says, my
Janice!
husband guessed butterscotch was the new flavor. I thought maybe creamy mint would be good.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Well, tell your husband he wins. Winner.
And says, Wiley Wallaby red licorice would be better to replicate.
Oh, that's
it's funny
cool.
because
I've never heard of that. but
I had
that sounds
ordered
cool.
licorice
Licorice.
flavor from our flavor supplier. And when it came, the thing said red licorice. I'm like, what?
I did not order this.
I ordered licorice, not red licorice. When you order licorice, you expect black licorice. But I opened it up and it was like,
It's what, and you know, when we get the flavors, sometimes they don't smell like they taste. They kind of have a hint of it, but it's just different. But that one's like, this smells exactly like what it says it's gonna be.
yeah, it was
gonna be
It
good.
was nuts.
So good.
Mike says I still love both licorice flavors. That's just because you're weird, Mike. Just like me.
It's because you don't have good taste.
And the funny thing is, licorice, especially black licorice, is such a divisive flavor.
It so is,
So,
right?
top divisive flavors we've ever made.
Divisive?
Licorice. Divisive meaning people either love it or they hate it.
Peaches and cream,
Peaches and cream is number 2. Chai latte is number 3.
which is funny.
And Neely was talking about this on, I think it was her Chow, October My Chow surprise kit unboxing.
yes.
She was talking about how, I think it's the cardamom, she was saying, is what's in the chai latte that some people love and some people do not like at all. And it's a very distinctive flavor. This is seriously butterscotch and bacon, right? By the way, did you know that there's pumpkin spice caramel fluff in the fridge at work right next to your chicken nuggets?
There's chicken nuggets at work.
Yeah, you have a bag. There's 2
Oh,
of them.
I totally would have ate those today. I forgot they were there.
Meg says, I bet the butterscotch will make an amazing pudding. I loved butterscotch pudding as a child. Yeah, me too.
Yes. Okay, so I'm
That and
hungry.
pistachio.
So I've been hungry lately.
Okay.
Okay? That's not that weird. But it is kind of weird because I've been doing this whole go down in the calories, go down in the macros, and then go back up, and I'm on the up phase. Well, it doesn't make sense to me why I'm more hungry now than I was when I had less calories.
Huh.
It's not making sense. But Robert says it's totally normal. I'm lifting more and building muscle more now. And so even though I feel like I'm lifting the same, I am lifting more, but it's the same amount of time. But anyway, whatever it is, I'm supposed to be hungry, and now I'm hungry. So he makes me a pork chop that's this size of my face.
It was not that big, actually. It was a small pork chop.
I know, but every time you make me one, I want another one. I'm hungry. I want 2 pork chops or 2 steaks.
So get 2 pork chops. Now, the problem is
need
there's only
it.
1 more pork chop in the freezer, and then it will be whatever Miriam puts into vacuum bags.
I'm sad.
So you better do that tonight.
I like it when you do it better.
I do the steaks. You're in charge of the pork chops.
Well, I guess I'll start eating steak then.
Becky says, I put bacon on Keto Chow salted caramel blender ice cream and love it. Cynthia says, Miriam, you're killing me.
Yum.
And Mike says, bacon is the duct tape of the tape world. Of the food world. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The duct tape of the tape
You're
world.
right. Bacon is the duct tape of the food world. It goes on everything and it makes everything better.
Lynette wants to come to the Harry Potter party.
Okay. You want to
Chrissy
dress
says
up?
last
You
year's
could be
pumpkin
Genie,
spice
'cause you have red
bag is
hair.
down to the last scoop. New bag on the way. Yeah, Becky points out that the chocolate mint is really good hot.
Yes, it
is.
is. That's what I have in the wintertime. Is either the chocolate mint or chocolate toffee mixed up, or chocolate mint or chocolate, like every day for breakfast.
One here, happy to catch a live. Stina says, yeah, grape. Grape is, Rihanna says grape is also super divisive.
Oh, so gross.
Yes, it is. Visual Keto says, my favorite aunt passed away last week, and her
I'm
last
so
meal was with meat.
sorry.
Vanilla ice cream with chocolate sauce and bacon on the side.
Yeah.
What a way to go. Wow, she was 78 and ready to go. So it was okay.
Well, we're sorry for your loss. I'm glad that she got the bacon, though.
Now, Sylvia and Becky like licorice Keto Chow, but not the chai latte. Becky doesn't. Wanda likes the black licorice. Radical Geek is here.
Well, let's ask her. Does she like the chai latte?
Mike says
try it.
vanilla
We
Keto
haven't
Chow is very divisive.
seen you in
It's
a
not
long
as
time.
divisive as those other ones. Anyway, Lynn says around the holidays, pumpkin fluff is popular.
So good.
How about making that? So pumpkin
Just
fluff,
take your Keto Chow pumpkin
2 cups of heavy
heavy
cream, 1 package of the whatever flavor Keto Chow you
pumpkin
want,
spice caramel.
and then just hit it with an immersion blender until it turns into fancy whipped cream. That's it. Like, that's literally it. Oh, and that says, correction, there was pumpkin spice fluff in the fridge at work.
Lynette ate it.
You noticed I was quoting from The Lion King. Correction,
She
I
also
know your father.
was quoting from the Lion King.
Lena says, I love the cardamom flavor in the chai latte. See, there you go. Crystal says, pork chops equals love.
Yeah.
Jujubee is here. Crystal says, I went to do a Mexican market, and they were selling something like pork chops with the fat attached with the chicharron on top. Wow.
Whoa,
I got a
yummy.
pound of it. Pour some salt on it. It's nice.
Yum. Best day ever.
Christy says, how to get your husband to do things for you. Tell him he does them better. Wow.
Right.
You're such a big guy.
Oh, your muscles are so strong. Thank you for the pork chops that are bagged up.
I just bagged up 6 trays.
I told you
of
I would
steaks.
help you.
But you were
didn't
watching
tell me you were
TV.
doing it. I was just
So there
sitting
are
there.
4 trays of pork chops, and you can totally do those yourself.
Okay, I'll bag the pork chops, but then you can make me the steak too. Can I have a steak and a pork chop?
Yeah.
Really?
Exposing Darkness says, although I like the chai latte better than peaches and cream made good chaffle.
Yes, it did, and pancakes.
Now here's the thing about
I
the,
like
the peaches and cream.
pancakes.
The peaches and cream tasted like peach candy, like those peach O's. And if you expected it to taste like an actual like biting into a peach,
That was the problem.
wasn't it.
It didn't really taste like the pictures that it tasted.
Yep. Nina says, when you make it hot, do you use the whole bag for your 10-ounce cup? So I'm not sure what
If
you
it's
mean.
the single back, this size, yes, use the whole thing.
Well, because when we make it hot, we just make it.
And
with
then we
hot
heat
water,
it up later.
and then drink it immediately, or we heat it up later.
Yep.
Lori says, I can't wait to make keto ice cream.
Crystal said, lost my mind in joy and happiness. Joy and laughter.
Donna says, I love snickerdoodle and salted caramel best.
Ooh, Donna, yes.
And Crystal says, I couldn't pronounce what it was, but it was delicious.
So good.
And Maitreya says, I like the new flavor. It's been a while. Hard to stay up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well,
I'm
especially
sorry,
you're in the
it's
wrong
so
time
late.
zone.
But we miss you.
We'll be in your time
Yeah,
zone, probably.
are we going to see you? Are you going to Keto Chow?
Jujubee smoked 13 pounds of bacon today. I support that.
I also want that.
Carrie
too.
says
Can
mixed
I come
pistachio
over?
and butterscotch. That would be an interesting combination.
That sounds gross. No, thank you.
Well, those are my two favorite flavors of pudding.
But not together.
I don't know.
Although I wouldn't mind putting them on the table and have one in this container and one in this container so that
might
they
try
could
it.
their cuteness could be there.
Well, it says, okay, I saved you a little pumpkin fluff.
Thank you.
Jujubee also smoked picanha. Wow.
Yes, what a good day for you.
Cynthia says, I wonder if you could do that fluff with coconut cream, like a dairy-free version. I'm
I
not
could
sure.
try it. I don't think that we have tried it.
Yeah, I don't know if it would.
Because will coconut cream fluff up? Because the reason
Yeah, I
why
don't
it
know.
fluffs up is because it's heavy
because
cream.
of the heavy cream. You're literally just making whipped cream.
But you could still do that and just have thinner stuff if you wanted.
Jujubee was on one. Also sliced and bagged 4 pounds of ham and a turkey breast.
Wow. How delicious.
Nice.
You're killing it today.
Donna says, I think I'd like the
Jujubee?
butterscotch. Cindy also ordered the allotment of butterscotch.
Yes.
Let's see, Lynn says, peaches tasted like part of the peach right near the pit. Oh, okay.
Oh, yay.
The funny thing was the flavoring wasn't called peach, it was called fuzzy
Fuzzy
peach.
peach.
And we had actually tried several other peaches
Yeah, we tried a lot of
that
peaches.
were not as good. Anyway, this is a
Millions of
boiled and
peaches.
consumed 4
Peaches for
pounds
me.
of ham ends this week.
Yum.
And Loretta had
Peaches for free.
the first buttery finger this week.
I'm
It was
so happy,
awesome.
Loretta. I love
Okay,
that
that
flavor
actually
so
brings us
much.
to the next question on the list. Shauna asked, does anyone mix flavors to make a shake? What are your favorites?
Chocolate, peanut butter, chocolate, toffee. Chocolate, peanut butter, chocolate, toffee.
Okay, so if you go on the Keto Chow website, you go to kitchen, and you go to flavor hacks. It's just some combinations of,
Striped fruit
key
gum.
lime, strawberry, and lemon. Maybe your peppermint mocha. If you go all the way down to the very
Wow,
bottom,
it's too fast, too fast, too fast. Oh, the bottom's
there's
the
buttery
last.
fingers.
Why is that the end? That's
It was
the
the
best
first one.
flavor. Oh, that's why, because it's the best flavor.
Snickering bar, chocolate peanut butter, and salted caramel. But yeah, the
That
buttery
one's good
finger is
too.
chocolate toffee.
That one's good too.
And chocolate peanut butter.
Oh, so good.
So good.
So good.
There it is.
I love you. Chocolate toffee and chocolate peanut butter.
So yeah, and another one that people like to do is lemon meringue,
Mm-hmm.
strawberry, and orange cream.
Is that the Fruit Loops or?
That makes Fruit Loops.
If you want to have cereal for breakfast.
Yep. Risa says, which, by the way, risa means laugh in Spanish. You probably already knew that, but in case you didn't,
What does Miriam mean in Spanish?
it doesn't. It's just a name.
Boring.
Anyway, Risa says, I've been adding my Perfect Keto Beauty Plus Sleep or Keto Chow magnesium drops to some Keto Chow and love it at night warm. Puts me right to
Yay.
sleep.
Oh,
I need to start
that's
doing
good.
that again.
Yeah, we have it in the cupboard
Well,
taking up all the space.
Now, here's the thing. I've been taking the Keto Chow magnesium capsules.
Yes.
And that's been doing as good of a job as the Beauty Plus Sleep Perfect Keto stuff.
Right.
But it was kind of nice when we would get together every night.
Mm-hmm.
We get together with the kids. We go over tomorrow's calendar.
Mm-hmm. Do our prayer.
Do a prayer and go to bed and just kind of cap off the day.
Yep.
And so for a while I was making a thing of the Perfect Keto, the chocolate, for Kate and for I. So we'd have some extra magnesium so we could
Yeah.
sleep better. I should start doing that again. We
You should.
we kept on going on these business trips, and
You got out of the habit.
I got out of the habit. Here's the thing. Ketopalooza this week
So fun.
is our last show, our last
For
trip
the year
for 2023.
that we're going. Because
really
we're having a
happy.
show right after it. That's our meetup.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. And GGB says, I went to Costco hungry.
Oh gosh, at least you went to the meat section. That's what matters.
I've done that. And I think I actually took a picture of my shopping cart.
Like 10,
and I
15
actually
pounds
posted it
of
on
bacon.
Instagram. I said, tell me you're on keto without telling me you're on keto. Because it was sausages, and it was an entire brisket, and it was pork belly, and I was like, so much meat. This looks great. And then, of course, we put it in the freezer,
then you
and
have
then
to
we've
make
been
it.
pulling from it for a long time. Becky says, what's pumpkin fluff? Yeah, it's whipped cream mixed with
A packet.
pumpkin spice caramel.
Packet.
Oh, Lars. Butterscotch and peanut butter would be a good mix.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
I should make it into a bar.
Oh, and GGB says, come on over. And Crystal says, peaches, peaches, peaches,
Thank
peaches,
you.
peaches.
Thank you.
Neely says, I'm currently food saving burgers and breaking down 5 chickens for the freezer. Neely, you go.
You guys are killing it.
Are you making a video about that? Because you should be making a video about that. Neely, if you make a video about that,
Then those chickens
this is not tax advice, but
are free. I mean,
it's not free, but that's totally a business expense.
yes.
Storm Chasing Gal says, why isn't there a hack for the caramel macchiato? I don't know.
Why isn't there a hack? Because it stands alone.
Yeah. Cindy likes doing strawberry cream and banana. That
Oh,
would be
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell Holly, our warehouse manager today, a new batch of banana came in.
Did you test it?
I tested it and it passed.
Good job.
Okay. Crystal says, I've heard of Skittles. I haven't had Skittles in a year and a half. I'd love to have Skittles Keto Chow. How do you do it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
how
It
would
depends
you
on
do
what flavor you're
Skittles?
talking about.
Orange and
Oh, and
key
Dennis
lime.
points out black licorice and orange cream.
I know, that's what
Tiger
I like.
tail.
I like it.
That one's good.
What is the candy? What's the purple and white candy? That's what
You're talking about Good and Plenty's?
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, but that's not orange flavored.
No, it's the licorice thing.
Yeah, the licorice tastes
But
like...
that's what it tastes like. That's why I like it.
Christy says, I made funfetti cupcakes a few weeks ago using Keto Chow, birthday cake, and sugar-free sprinkles.
Yes!
It was a hit at
I'm
my
so
family party.
happy.
Well, that's
so
one thing
great.
that... So we did a live stream this morning with Joe and Rachel.
Yes.
Because they created the butterscotch flavor Keto Chow. And one of the things that Rachel was talking about was there's a lot of things that you can do with the butterscotch Keto Chow for fun family get-togethers. And you
Yes.
don't have to Lion King it. You don't have to present it as, I
This
made
is
sugar-free.
keto.
This is good for you. This is low carb.
And you're going to hate it.
Yeah. Like, you can literally just bring it and nobody will even know.
Except every
only
time
her
you bring-
hairdresser knows.
Every time you bring something, they know it's keto.
Yeah.
But we're just saying it's very versatile and you can do a lot of fun things with it. And the other thing that she was pointing out was we want keto to be sustainable.
Yeah.
And by having a tool like Keto Chow in your tool belt, you can use it to make recipes. You can have a shake, you can have ice cream, whatever, and you don't have to feel guilty because you're making it sustainable and it can still be fun and it can still be sweet.
Yep.
It can still be sweet. if you
Neely
want it to
likes
be.
making cookie butter, which is snickerdoodle plus peanut butter.
Yes.
Ah, there you go. Now, Patricia has a good question. On the monthly Pick Your Own subscription box, can you not order the core flavors?
I don't remember.
So let's actually go. We'll go to that page so that I can explain what's going on. Okay, so
just
My
got
Chow
tired.
kit. You've got you pick your own, and you've got the surprise. You'll notice down here at the bottom, the pick your own, there's no seasonal and limited edition flavors.
No.
But the surprise kit, there may be seasonal and limited edition flavors. So here's what's going on with those. So the core, it's a new product, so it's technically still limited edition. And the reason behind that is the protein that we're using for that is a little bit difficult to get.
Yes.
The stuff that we have now of the strawberry cream, vanilla cream, and the chocolate core, we ordered that in, I think, February of 2023. We got it recently. They have told us that we can't get
You
any
ain't getting
more
any more.
until summer of 2024. Which means we most likely will run out at some point of all of the core flavors. Now, we have a lot of the vanilla cream and strawberry cream singles.
In my house.
We have quite a lot of the chocolate singles. We don't have a lot of the chocolate large bags. We've got a good amount, but not like a ton.
Keeping amount.
And so
What's a ton to Chris? Who
the
knows?
issue with putting those in the subscriptions is that when they run out of stock,
We can't.
it breaks the subscription. Like your subscription would not recur. It would just simply stop.
Yeah, and that's not fun.
At which point you get an email saying, hey, sorry, we couldn't do your subscription anymore.
Because we suck.
And our customer service team gets a notification saying, hey, this subscription failed because stuff is out of stock. So then real live actual human beings would then need to contact you and say, hey, sorry, this is out of stock. Do you want something different? And then people tend not to respond.
Yeah.
And then it becomes it's a very manual, intensive process.
So we just try to make it so that you can have the stuff that's in stock.
So because of that, only stuff that is permanently available is going to be available in the subscriptions.
Yep.
So very long answer to a kind of simple question, but I wanted you to fully understand why. Because I think if you tell people the why, it's a little bit easier to understand.
Right.
Or maybe it's internalized better. I don't know.
Or maybe it's a lot of words.
So Risa says my favorite combos are chocolate toffee with chocolate peanut butter
Yes.
and peanut butter with banana.
Yes. Because Risa
Wow.
has good taste.
Peanut butter
What
with
can I
banana.
say?
Is that the Elvis? I don't know, but it sounds good. Visual Q says lemon and blueberry, lemon and raspberry, lemon and natural strawberry. Lemon is a
Yes.
great mixer.
Lemon is amazing.
And Risa says, yes, I know my name means to laugh. My mom told me when I was little. That's awesome. Well, I assumed that they had. You know, it's one of those, your name is unique. Let me tell you what it means. Christine says, newbie here. I'm confused about the carb count on the front of the package, not matching the back.
Is it this
of
one or the other
package.
one?
So I'm assuming you're talking about, here, let's go to shop. We'll go to one of the old design. It's not
Okay.
super old, but we'll say like
Last week.
banana keto chow. So on the front of the package, it says 0.7 net carbs per serving.
Right.
Okay.
That leads me to believe it's 0. Oh, that one says 0.8. And that says 0.4.
That's because it was old packaging.
Okay.
There are different versions of them. Okay.
So that could be part of the problem.
On the back, you have, well, and that other one may be slightly different from this one. But on the back, you have this thing right here. Well, first off, you've got this, what's the deal with net carbs and fiber in Keto Chow?
Yes.
Well, depending on the version of Keto Chow you have, for a while, the FDA decided that acacia gum
Could not
wasn't
be a fiber.
dietary fiber.
So it was technically illegal to put it on as a fiber, so we had to change the packaging then. That's why that little thing is there.
But then in December 21, hey, they changed their policy. Now acacia gum
Yay.
is a fiber. Okay,
Ta-da.
but xanthan gum still isn't. So for right now, xanthan gum is on the outside of the official nutrition panel alongside the number of net carbs. So net carbs, in this case, we're saying it's the total carbs minus fiber, including xanthan gum. So in this case, for banana, there's 2.17 grams of total carbohydrates. We have to...
round.
Oh, this is actually version 2.8.
That's his old one.
Yeah, but it's version 2.8 because it would have been 7 grams of total carbs. Because this
I
one
see.
doesn't have very much. This is, this packaging.
Yes.
Anyway, 2.17 grams of total carbs minus 1.42 grams of total fiber equals 0.76 grams of non-fiber carbohydrates. So that's why there's a difference between what's on the front, which is net carbs. Then on the back, it'll tell you the total carbs. Total carbs. What and then also how that breaks down. We like transparency. We like telling you what's actually in the stuff. So
Well, and
There you
we actually have got in trouble before for doing more than 1 decimal. So
Well, we
should,
didn't. They never got mad at us. We just were like, okay, before the FDA,
before they notice us.
because
let's do
legally
it the
you're
way
required to
you're
round
supposed
on
to
nutrition
round.
labels.
Yeah. But this one I noticed says 0.75.
Well, that's not on the nutrition panel.
Oh, you're right.
We can put anything we want outside of the nutrition panel. Also, so for instance, here we're back to sharing. Let's go back to the butterscotch.
Because it says 0.6 grams of xanthan fiber.
So here's the butterscotch, which is brand new.
Brand new.
And oh,
Okay,
click.
but we put on here 0.6 grams, so that actually should say 1 gram. Technically,
On what?
on the xanthan fiber, because it's over 0.5. So we should have made that say 1.
So here you have,
So we're looking
there's
at the
the
same
total
thing.
carbs,
Yes.
3 grams,
3 grams.
xanthan fiber 0.6. Actually, yeah, that should say less than 1 gram. In fact, actually, I don't think we're supposed to have xanthan fiber in there. I love finding these things out when we're in the middle of it.
Yeah, live.
Okay, but here, oh, and we're going to be changing stuff around to put this, actually, that's the supplement facts. We're talking whether we're going to have that say nutrition facts or supplement facts in the future.
Right.
Anyway,
Because I'm sure
on
you guys
here,
want to have our technical
right.
department right now.
On the back, you've got the actual figures without FDA required rounding.
Right.
So 2.48 gram, or that 3.48?
3.48.
3.48, because that rounds down to 3.
Yep.
And the difference between 3.48 and 3 is actually kind of a big deal to me. That's a half a gram.
That's a half a gram. Yeah.
Anyway, then there's 2.73 grams of total fiber.
Which should be 3. But we put it as 2
No,
on here.
2.73?
Total fiber.
Yeah, that actually, dietary fiber. Oh, no, because the xanthan
That's why.
isn't counted.
That's
The
why.
xanthan gum isn't counted as a fiber.
And so that's why they put it in there.
That's why we have it broken
But
out.
then it's not actually. Yeah. Okay, that's right. That's right. No problems.
It's labeling science class with Mr. and
Boring.
Mrs. Bear.
Nerd.
I've spent so much time looking at FDA legalese.
And the thing is,
for
they
this
just
last week.
change it every once in a while,
Yeah.
and you're like, I'm trying to do the rules right, okay, guys. I'm just trying.
Okay, Anne says pistachio and raspberry and some of those egg-based donuts recipes. Becky likes caramel anything. I have
Yeah.
made most of the flavor combos on the
Yes.
Keto Chow site and like them all.
Becky
Looks
has
like
good
Carrie's
taste.
going to bed.
Good night, Carrie.
A lady laugh a lot says, but are you going on the cruise in January? Okay. Miriam, do you want to answer that question?
We thought about it. I said, Chris, these 2KK cruise is what you're talking about, right? I
Yep.
said, let's talk about this cruise and think if we got to go. Well, Christmas break is Christmas break, right? So then school starts, what, January 3rd or something like that? Which is literally the week
This.
before the 2KK cruise,
Mm-hmm.
which we wanted to go.
We
We
do want to
thought
go.
about going, but I've got 2 seniors in high school, and it's end of term the week after the cruise is over. So they're going to come home.
No, the cruise is the last week of second
right,
quarter.
right.
Like literally, they would be missing all
So
of
they
their
would miss
second quarter
The
tests.
entire, because they'd have a whole couple weeks off for Christmas break, then 1 week on, and then they would miss the week after that, and that
Yep.
would be end of term. So they wouldn't be able to finish their classes out.
Yep.
So we're not going to go.
And the question, and we also talked about us just going, but
just go with Sam.
Miriam
I'm just gonna
wants
take
to hang out with our kids. We've got seniors in high school. They're only going to be
leave me.
this young so long. And it's not like they care that we're there. It's we care
We
that
care that we're there.
we're there with them.
This is our last homecoming for them.
Well, for Ruth and Max.
That's what I just said.
Janice says if you buy coconut cream and put it in the fridge, the hard part can be whipped into coconut whipped cream.
There you go.
Risa says Neely's done a video where she breaks down chickens. I've seen it. Yeah, but you should do this one.
Do
Because
another
again,
one.
business expense.
Yeah, every chicken counts.
Liz says I also tested the banana. It was delicious. Tasted like banana pudding. There you go.
Yay.
Becky says I still haven't figured out how to add butterscotch onto my salted caramel Keto Chow subscription. Please show me. So there's 2 ways to do it. Number 1, cancel your subscription,
Start a
make
new
a
one.
new subscription, and order the butterscotch at the same time.
Yes.
Number 2, make a new order, contact
For
our
the
customer
butterscotch,
support,
and then reach out
and
to
then
customer
tell
service
them,
and
hey,
they'll
combine
put it
my
in there.
orders.
Yep.
And they'll do that.
Or you can just call them and then they can help you walk
They
through it.
can, yes.
So you're saying it's not very user friendly. So we'll try to fix that.
Marcia says, I enjoy listening to you guys and tried to like, but where is the icon to like? Apparently also is a dislike. Hey, it's all engagement.
That's
Feed
right.
the algorithm.
That's right.
Janice says,
We'll
I'm
know
so
what we
afraid
see.
vanilla core is going to run out in my lifetime. I order more every month.
You might as well, just in case. Especially since you're having it in coffee every day, right, Janice?
Yeah.
Right?
Now, the company that makes the protein, they do have, well, they claim some alternatives for the protein. They're putting some together. We're going to do some tests and see if it... I tested some about 4 months ago, and it did not taste the same.
But the thing is, they always want us to change for something cheaper, and
Yeah.
we won't change.
Well, no,
unless it's good.
It's not the cost,
I
it's
know,
the availability.
I know,
in
but
this
that's the
case.
thing.
Yeah.
Like that's the manufacturer's always going to try to get us to change, and we always stick to our guns. It has to be good. It has to be good.
Becky says, can I make the pumpkin sausage soup with gingerbread Keto Chow? I know you can make it
I'm
with
sure you
the
could. I don't know what it
salt
would
to
taste like, though.
caramel. I bet you it would
I
taste
bet
really
it would taste good. I bet the apple would taste good too.
Meg says, I need to order some more of the Keto Chow core. Got to start building a stash.
Yes.
Allison said, I had some fun at the Keto Chow store today. Sampled the butterscotch with butter and with heavy cream. It was delicious. Excited to make it into a creamy.
Oh, I'm so happy. Allison, are you coming to the meetup next week?
better.
Please tell me you're coming.
Phyllis says, last week you mentioned that you may degrade the nutritional value of Keto Chow by adding water that's too hot.
Mm-hmm.
Can I assume that this also happens when you bake with Keto Chow? How much nutrition is lost? The problem is
That's a
I
good
don't
question.
have figures on the amount of nutrition.
No, but what we decided is if you eat Keto Chow cookies for all of your meals, that's probably not the best healthy option for
Yes.
getting all of your nutrients. So if you bake with it, it's fine here and there, blah, blah, blah. But if you're going to replace it with your meals, then
Yeah.
you're going to want to have the stuff that's not baked with or not too hot of water.
Or put another way, if heated Keto Chow is your sole source of nutrition,
Mm-hmm.
do not exceed 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
There you go.
Anyway,
Lightly bake it.
Becky says next year we'll do our Southwest camping trip. We'll definitely stop by the Keto Chow store.
Yes, Becky!
Cindy wants to know if Lynette's going to the KetoCon. I don't know if Lynette's going. Miriam and I definitely aren't.
I don't
but
remember.
Because we have
Lynette, are you going?
we have graduations.
We're going to the graduation.
Yeah, I keep saying maybe if only one kid was graduating high school, we could skip it. But because there's two, we kind of have to
Oh,
go.
I love them both.
Laura says, "Good for you, family first." Supposing Darkness says, "Your kids will be leaving sooner than you want."
I know, they already are leaving.
The funny thing, at the time, they probably won't care, but they'll remember it later on.
Maybe.
Maybe.
They'll remember fighting with
I
me.
remember when my mom got suddenly really smart.
I'm ready to get
and
smart.
I'm not sure what she changed. Lay says, we'll miss you. One of the perks of being an empty nest household, we can travel a lot more now. Hugs on Friday.
Yay.
Okay.
Tell me what you look like so I can recognize you.
Well, just say hi. I'm here for my hug.
for my hug.
Okay, Geri wants to know, is it best to make your shake the night before? How much butter or heavy cream do you put in the shake?
Yes. Okay. I think it's good to make it the night before because I've learned that the flavor enhances over time.
Yes.
Okay? So that's my opinion. You can still have it right
I've
after you make
heard
it.
that people like stuff that tastes good better.
Yes, it does. Taste better. Yeah, I feel like that is the case. And the second question, how much heavy cream or butter do you put in the shake? Well, I put in what I feel like I need, and you are going to want to put in what you feel like you need.
Yeah.
So we're currently using half a stick of butter. I used to use 33 grams for a long time, but since I've been changing things up, I've been changing things up. So I'm okay with that.
Half a stick of butter works well for most of the people in our household that are consuming Keto Chow, so I just make it that way. And anyway, but another thing, is it best to make your shake the night before? There's not a nutritional reason to make it beforehand. You
Yep.
can mix it up. In fact, if you use warm water, it dissolves the vitamins and minerals and the protein sufficiently that you can drink it immediately, and it actually tastes pretty good. Because the whole reason for mixing up the night before is so it tastes better. Fun fact, it actually continues to get better tasting for the next 4 or 5 days. Like day number 6 for a Keto Chow, it tastes really good.
It's really good.
Once you get to about day 6, it's like, probably don't make them make more than enough to last for 6 days. Now that's another fun thing is, you don't have to make just one at a time. I was watching Lindsay Murphy today. She had so many different ways of making Keto Chow. I'm like, Lindsay.
She wanted to do it
I
that
actually
way.
think, well, it's been a while since I've done hi, this is Chris and Miriam. We're doing a live stream mixing up 25 Keto Chows.
I know, we should just do that. We haven't done that in a long time.
And because you can totally batch them up. I will usually do 3 at a time in a blender and then just pour them into individual containers, stick them in the fridge. And that way, in the morning when it's time to grab a Keto Chow, I slow down as I'm walking past the fridge and grab 2 of them out. And Murph Jar says don't exceed 120 degrees Fahrenheit, but do go faster than 88. Jared?
Yes.
Get Lindsay to make more than 1 Keto Chow at a time, okay?
Well, she wants to just have one. That's the problem. Okay, so here's another thing that we noticed since the Ninja Creamy has
Jared, when are we going to hang out
lives.
again, man? What the heck?
Tomorrow.
Anyway, no,
He's
not
gonna
tomorrow.
fly over here, and you guys are
Well,
gonna
I
eat
know
Utah
Lindsay is
burgers.
going to Keto Palooza, but are you going to Keto Palooza? What the heck, dude?
We'll bring you some Utah burgers in our suitcase.
Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
I got squirrels.
Squirrel.
Okay, so since the Ninja Creamy has enhanced our lives,
Yes.
another cool thing to do if you make a whole bunch of Keto Chows at the beginning of the week and then end up going out
yes.
to lunch, or
You've got
somebody comes
leftovers.
in, or you have leftovers you want to eat through, and you're not going to eat all those Keto Chows fast enough,
Yep.
just dump them in the Ninja Creamy containers, put them in the
Problem solved.
freezer, and then they don't go bad.
Yep.
Win, win, win. We don't usually ever have them go bad here, but
Yeah.
we have a lot of people that will just drink it.
Lady Fritz Sater says, I need vanilla cream core. We've got it.
We got it.
Both sweetened and unsweetened. Mike says, I didn't even want to go to my own graduation. My parents made me go. So we had the one graduation with 2 of our kids that was,
That was 2020.
the 2020.
So
It was done via
You know
Zoom.
exactly what that means. You know, there's going to be a time when
was
people don't
great.
know what that means.
What, Zoom?
No. 2020.
2020? It's going to take a long time
We'll have to
for
get some kids
the
that were
before time,
little
yeah.
during it or born after it
It's kind of like
that are grown.
our kids now who were born after 9/11.
Yeah. All of them pretty much were. Audrey and Haley were the only ones that were born.
Well, were they born in 2020?
Wasn't 2020?
I thought they were born in 2020. Yeah. Maybe.
When was 9/11?
2001.
When was 9/11?
Audrey and Haley were born in 2001.
Oh, no, I was pregnant with them.
Let's see.
enough.
Molly says, I'm Andy Dwyer. Dwyer.
Oh, duh.
Good to meet you.
Ah.
Crystal says, night before
Andy,
and melt
I'm
the
so
butter
happy.
in warm water. Visual Keo says, I like to make them ahead so I can sleep longer every morning and grab and go on the way to work. I think Chris would appreciate my laziness. I absolutely
appreciate it.
do. No, you are
I
being
appreciate it.
an essentialist.
Efficient. You're being efficient.
Reese says, last week I made 3-in-1 night, vanilla cream core, strawberry core, and chocolate core.
Yay.
All in plastic bottles. Each day I poured 1 into my Keto Chow shaker and I brought it to work for my break snack.
Yum.
And Dennis says, heavy whipping cream can mute that coveted flavor intensity. After chilling my Keto Chow along with primary fats, I put a measured amount of heavy whipping cream in right before consuming. Nice.
Nice.
That says, 2020, best graduation ever. They should model all graduations on that. Well,
Yeah.
it was a bit of a disappointment.
It was pajama graduation.
But the pajama graduation was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last thing that we wanted to talk about.
Yep.
So Geoffrey on the Facebook support group ran into a problem where the Keto Chow website was quoting $87 for shipping.
No.
A bunch of people said, please contact Keto Chow. Here's the thing. You think, oh, I don't want to bother. No, we want you to come. If
Because
you see a problem,
if you see a problem, somebody else is going to see a problem too,
Yes.
and we want to get that fixed as soon as possible.
yes. So please, 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 if you see a problem on our website, if you're getting
solve it, pick up
quoted a
quality
weird
check
amount of
policy.
shipping or anything like that, please contact our customer service people. We have real, live, actual human beings
Just waiting to fix the
that
problem.
answer the phone,
They will
and they
snap
do an
on that
amazing job.
and be like, oh, $87? What the crap? Let's fix this. And they
So-
walk over to the IT department.
Well, it's they're down there with them.
That's why I said it. They just walk
So,
5 feet.
Now here's the thing. Geoffrey actually contacted us. He
Uh-huh.
emailed us.
Yes?
Travis got it all sorted out.
Yes, Travis!
Problem was the thing that we used to quote the shipping was down at the time, and so it was
It was
going
giving random
haywire.
numbers.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that he contacted us. So,
So he's like, hey,
Yes.
here's even the link to your abandoned checkout.
Thank you.
You can just go in right now. It's quoting the right shipping amount. Everything was
yay.
fine.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Okay.
Please.
Jared says our
Ever.
problem is we want separate flavors every time. So we make 4 to 5 different Keto Chows at one time. I like the variety and the ability to mix them. I hear you. I
Yes.
hear you.
Because he makes 3 of one flavor, and then 3 of another flavor, and then 3 of another flavor, and then 3
Mm-hmm.
of another flavor, and then 3 of another flavor, until there's 3 of a lot of flavors.
Or if you're now making that with butter, it's best to use a blender like that. So that's what I like. And he also says few things are as good as pouring banana into half a glass of chocolate.
Yeah, that would be
You're not
good.
wrong.
You're right. You're right.
It's fantastic. Malay says, I'm so happy this is going to be so fun.
Jared, if you're not coming to KPL, I think you should just fly on over
Right?
and come see us.
Fist bump. Let's see. Laura says, so I guess you shouldn't get your water from a tea kettle too hot. What you can do is pour tea kettle hot water onto
top of the
butter
butter.
to melt
The
it.
butter will cool the water down, and the water will also melt the butter.
Jenna says, when I went to college, we had typewriters and no internet.
Yeah, when I was like in college and they had a computer lab, but it was like old school.
Oh, Jared is coming. I'll be the child care manager at the hotel. I plan to stop in on Friday and maybe Saturday night. We'll hang out
Yeah,
there.
hey. Well, can we just invite you and the kids over to our place for dinner?
That probably will happen.
And tell us what your kids' names and ages are so I can buy them a present.
You can get them all their own little
Pink
packet of
blender
Keto Chow.
bottle.
Mike says the problem on your website is I want to buy too many.
I feel that.
Mike, you actually came up today.
You win the day.
In our meeting,
meeting was
about
that?
it was about the meetup.
Oh, yeah.
One that says I'm really sad I missed my kid's university graduation because of being canceled due to the
Yes,
pandemic.
that's exactly why we did our graduation from the front room.
Yep. B Plaza says Keto Chow have wonderful customer service. Yes. And Jared says Lindsay almost always uses the blender. Let's see. Patty says, yeah, then you can take a clean blender bottle and pour half of one flavor and half of another. You get a mixed one. Yes.
Yes.
Now, how I do it is I'll be making 3 at a time in a blender. And I will put like 2 scoops of one flavor and 1 scoop of a different flavor. And then just mix
So
them
it's not equally mixed, but it's fairly good mixed.
GGB says, I'll accept that Lynette character. Never trust anything that woman says. Lynette says, I hear she's pretty cool.
She is pretty cool.
Okay, well, it's kind of late.
It is.
Especially for you people on the East Coast.
But can I just tell you, you really cheered me up. I got in a fight with almost every one of my kids today. It was kind of horrible.
And then Miriam didn't even call me into dinner because it was good. I was cleaning
He was
out.
dumping the poop.
I was cleaning out the black water tank on the trailer, and I blew out the water lines with the air
Oh, you
compressor. Like I winterized the whole thing.
Thank you. That
Anyway.
was so nice. And I'm sorry we ate dinner without you.
It's okay.
It was only half dinner.
Yeah.
You got the tail end.
I got some of we made a giant batch of the Two Crazy Ketos.
And a
chicken
giant
nuggets.
batch is...
It was huge.
The bowl is like this big.
It was
Like
insane.
I'm not even kidding. It was a really, really big bowl.
What did we end up doing? Like 10 cookie sheets or maybe more?
Oh, I didn't even count cookie sheets. How much meat did we do? We did 4 thighs and 3 breast packages? You
it
cut them all
It was
open.
a lot. I
It
don't
was a
know. It
lot.
took me. Anyway, we did a lot of them. So there were only 2 over in that bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I was happily eating away, and you said, "Can you make a plate for Sam?" So I stopped eating and gave all the rest of them to Sam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I don't think he even knew. Anyway,
Yeah,
Stina
there's still
says
4
butterscotch
left
will
on
make
his
great hot
plate.
bombs. Anyway, so we're gonna go. You all have a fantastic night. Yes, Miriam is happy now.
Thank you for cheering me up. I was honoring.
For those of you who are coming to Keto Palooza, we're looking forward to
Give
seeing
me all
you.
the hugs.
For those of you who aren't coming to Keto Palooza,
We'll see you the week after at our
hopefully we'll
meetup.
catch you sometime later.
Come to Utah.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
It's time now.
Oh, I'm pushing the
for
wrong
computer
button.
Oh, push the
I pushed computer
button.
talk.
Let's touch all the. Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
now I'm going to push the poop talk.
Oh, push the poop talk.
Vacation discourse.
Okay. And we're out now.
For reals, we're goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.